Okay, there we go. The day comes and goes. The night comes faster than you guys are prepared. Flashback, you have one fucking hangover.
Oh, lovely.
I said I wasn't going to make you do drug tests. I did not say anything about you not having a hangover.
Fair enough. And I'm sure I'm sore in places I don't even want to discuss.
Squirrel, you wake up like a fresh rose in the sunny fields of yore.
Ah, what a wonderful night.
You wake up and there's no one in your bed. I don't know.
Well, you have to be someone very special for me to actually bring you back here.
True. Volk, you wake up in someone's bed.
What?
You have no idea who she is. She's human, though.
Well, that's a plus.
You look outside and you see a Lone Star cop car parked in the driveway.
Oh, fuck my life.
Yes, you just did.
Back door.
I would have said window, but okay.
Seeing Flashback's state, I'm going to go ahead and give him a snuff cigarette and an IV of saline.
Very good. Volk, you're able to get...
I'll take the cigarette. I think I'll pass on the IV. I don't know if I trust this stranger trying to inject me with things.
Suit yourself.
So, yeah.
And, by the way, snuff cigarettes are not just cigarettes.
Yeah. Let's see, the snuff cigarette. Which one was that again?
It's a blend of marijuana and tobacco and a few other things. Gives you a very mild body high. Of course, I probably wouldn't tell Flashback this. I just assumed he knew what it was when I passed it to him.
Probably not, so I'm probably in for a surprise.
Yep. Volk, you're able to get out of the Lone Star's house and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
It seems the dad is a heavy sleeper.
Good shit.
Yeah, so you can create a story with that if you want.
Okay.
You find Chaos having a slight conversation with a tiny microbot.
You're not gonna believe where I ended up last night.
Where'd you end up?
Some Lone Star pig's house.
Were you trying to work off something you did?
I don't know. I don't remember. I went out riding last night, busted a couple street stalls, and then I woke up in this girl's bed.
Huh. Well,
Probably had a couple of drinks too.
Hopefully you didn't get caught.
I snuck out the back.
Good on you. Yeah, me and Wayon were just talking about a few things. We still owe him a body.
You can figure that out on your own.
Probably. Hey, Wayon.
Yes.
Yeah. What are we doing today again?
we're going to be professional and be awake and unhungover by 7 p.m. when we're meeting someone.
Well, I don't have a hangover, and I'm currently awake. Oh,
Congrats.
shit. Squirrel? Do you have cyber eyes?
I do.
Okay. You see... Go ahead.
I pretty much have cyber everything.
Okay. Cyber dick.
That's naturally sufficient. Why, do you need assistance?
Nah. But nah. Let's see here. In your vision, you see a little phone call pop up. The icon is that of the Okami dog's head.
Amaterasu?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and answer.
Squirrel.
Speaking. Hello.
How's Flashback doing?
He's a little rough, but I've got him on his way to recovery.
Okay. Did he overdo things?
Well, I couldn't say what happened during those 2 hours with the troll, but he seemed fine.
You can actually feel the visible shuddering. It's like, ugh. Really? 2 hours with a troll. Is anything broken?
Well, I didn't look too closely. Do you want me to ask?
Yeah, I might want to ask, just to be sure.
Flashback, your boyfriend wants to know if you're all right.
I'm perfectly fine.
He says he's good.
And at this point, I'm sending out pictures.
More than likely, that answer would have been, dude, I'm like totally okay, yo.
Right. Yeah, I'm fine, man.
Oh, God. Alright, then. Where do you want to meet up for the run?
Any reason not to just go ahead and meet up at the club at the assigned time?
I was just wondering if you want to meet up beforehand.
I mean, I've got not a lot of reason to, unless there's a reason you could think of.
Well, security should be okay here, so. Alright. And if anyone has nothing they want to do, we could do a time shift.
Let's do the time warp again.
Okay, so let's see here. Where was that fast forward button? Shit, I turned off the screen. Was it video 2 and then VCR, or
Could you take 2 more minutes? Maybe what fast forward does.
what? What did he say?
I think he said that, can we take 2 minutes and explain what fast forward does?
Oh, right. Kids these days don't know what fast forward is, do they? That's sad. We're gonna be the last generation that knows what roll up your window means.
And while the save icon looks like a little disc.
Yeah. Spin that record, Jim. They'll be like, "What's a record? What is spinning?"
Have you ever actually spun a record?
Yeah, I have a vinyl player right outside my door here.
Yeah, I have to say the hipster movement is definitely going to keep records around for a while.
Yeah, but they don't do it in a good way. They make it look bad. I just like sitting back with a cigar and a glass of bourbon, listening to jazz.
Sounds pretty hipster to me.
Not really. It's more along the lines of if someone comes up and calls me a hipster, I'd take that cigar and put it down their eye.
Ah, self-loathing hipster.
Oh boy. So I'm gonna take a wild guess, Douglas. You need a few more minutes to read the book a bit more.
Douglas.
Sounds like a yes to me.
Yeah.
Well, if that is the case, then we could meet up so I can just familiarize myself with everybody and let them know what my talents are, so we're not running in the dark.
Yeah, let's give Douglas a little bit more time. Let's see here. We could meet up at Makeo's. I was half expecting.
I didn't think you had the money for that. Sounds good to me.
You don't know what Makeo's is, do you?
Maybe you're talking about something different. I was thinking of McHugh's, which is essentially luxury fast food now because they actually use real beef.
No. Not McHugh's, Makeo's. It's the same thing. Not luxury. It's fast food, but it's run by the Italians. You ever play Food Fight?
No.
Oh man, it's bad. It's bad. I was only saying that to try and get Volk to be like, oh. Think about it.
We could just boil your boots and it would be just as good.
Yeah, basically, imagine the burgers at Makeo's as ground soy patties, literally dumped in grease, and then served on the plate with grease, covered in buns with grease. The ketchup is all grease.
Where did they get the grease?
They're Italians. You take a guess.
Sorry,
Sounds like the perfect hangover food.
Ugh. Dude, I'm pretty sure even drunk people would prefer to just go get a soy burger at the local corner.
I mean, I'm just saying, Flashback's probably really hungry right now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there's a stuffer shack right on the corner of such and so, which is right close to the Underworld 93. We can go ahead and get munchy food there.
You're gonna make me eat soy?
Yeah, I tried to raid Squirrel's refrigerator. It was all dandelions. I'm like, I don't want this stuff.
Oh no, it's full of all sorts of odd things.
You mean cheeses and breads and things like that?
Different sausages, actual bacon, vegetables.
Lettuce! Humans only have 3 food groups: beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard.
That's 4.
Yeah. You've never seen Atlantis, have you?
Nope.
Great movie.
It was funny as hell.
Yeah, I just gotta stare at the refrigerator and go, none of this stuff says soy. I don't know how to eat any of it.
I mean, Squirrel, you don't have to eat if you don't want to.
Oh, I haven't gotten that installed yet.
God damn it. But no, we'll be at the Stuffer Shack. Bring Munchy McHungry when you can.
Will do. Stay 30 minutes.
Yep. We'll get there 6:15 p.m. Wayon, to the corner of such and so and so.
Da-na-na-na.
Wayon goes to the such and such corner.
Yes. The such and such corner of so and so and who's on first.
Did we bring Squirrel? Oh, Squirrel's not there yet, is he?
Squirrel has his own ride.
Okay.
Do you have a vehicle, Squirrel, or are we taking my bike, or what are we doing here?
We'll ride on your bike. Well, maybe I'll drive.
I was about ready to say, you gonna hug him nice and close there, Squirrel? Mm-hmm.
Squirrel rides bitch.
What can I say? I love the vibrations.
I'm glad that you could actually tumble with the punches, dude. Oh, and if ever at any time Volk gets a little bit too much, just shoot him. He can take it.
Or do what I do and sit him troll board.
I mean, you guys are nothing compared to Marines, so I'm good.
Nice. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you're the only one with actual background in that, dude. Well, if Vic was here. But, nah. So at the corner of such and so is a quaint little stuffer shack with a cute little blonde behind the register. Chaos and Volk, Wayon can come in if he wants to as well. We're not going to stop him.
Yeah, come along. Well, one of my bodies will.
Yeah. We go in and get whatever the hell we want. Me, I'm going to get a soy burger. Let's see here. A Slurpee. Whatever the fuck that's made out of these days.
Nanites.
Ugh. And let's see here. Bag of chips. Then I'm going to go outside. I'm going to heat up the burger, go outside, sit down at one of the little tables, and wait for Squirrel and Flashback. Volk?
I'm gonna get me some soy dogs. I feel like hot dogs for some reason.
I know, right?
I'll get some free and well oil.
I mean, if you're craving some food meat, I'll be there in a minute.
So once we get there, I'm going to get 2 or 3 burritos, a couple bags of chips, a large size slushy, your Slurpee, little pink marshmallows, the whole deal.
You're going to get the munchie box.
Exactly. And I'm just not going to say a word. I'm just going to sit down and just start stuffing my face.
Oh.
Squirrel, just sit down and open up a bento box.
Oh, nice. Squirrel, Wayon asks if you wouldn't mind a personal question.
Go ahead.
I noticed that you have this odd bulbous protrusion on top of your shoulders. I was wondering, would you like me to remove it? Because we could replace it with a serving tray and you'd make an excellent hostess trolley.
Do it.
Did you understand what he said?
I'm not getting the bulge. Is he saying I have a chip on my shoulder?
No, your head. You have a head.
Ah.
Nah, he wants to remove your head and create and make you into a serving trolley. This is Wayon, by the way, not Douglas. Oh,
no, thank you. I've invested quite a bit of money into it.
Squirrel.
Oh, Wayon shrugs and says, "Fair enough, your choice." Just
Squirrel.
understand.
Yes.
Well, pretty much Squirrel, Flashback, Volk, whoever wants to try and get in on this. The human girl that's behind the counter has a 5 charisma.
Oh dear.
Wayon asks her if she'd like a head removed to replace the hostess trolley.
Chaos
She's
Star.
not nearly as attractive to me as this food is right now.
Chaos is bringing Wayon out of the bar, up out of the shack. No, we can't ask people to remove their heads.
I'm just being friendly. Don't people want to be improved?
This would be a good chance to demonstrate my skills.
Hey, whoever wants to try and seduce her, it's all you guys. She's, 1 second, I think I have an image for her. Yeah, cripes. There we go. Over here, over here.
Give me a couple of minutes just so I'm going to reboot because my mouse is making noises.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Douglas will be back after these commercial messages. Are you unsatisfied with your dandelion smell? Do you want more beer in your life? Are you wanting the munchies? Then please join LateNightBastards today. Okay, here we go. Found it. Sorry that took so long. This is the girl behind the counter.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to her.
You're like going. Holy crap! Roll 20 actually took Douglas out.
Amazing.
I know, right? So you're gonna try and talk to the girl.
Good evening.
She looks at you. Good evening, sir. How may I be of service today?
She's not been there very long.
Right.
Well, I was just wondering when you might be off.
Man, with that lung capacity, you might want to try. You might want to try for Playboy.
We get
You
it.
realize I don't inhale the whole time. I actually blow out to heat the juice up.
Oh, I don't know how that shit works. Just sounds like you're sucking in for a good 5 minutes.
I mean, it's really not that hard to do. I mean, hold on.
We get it. You vape.
I mean, as long as you exhale first, you can inhale for a pretty long time.
Damn.
You would know a lot about sex.
Oh, honey, only with you. So yes,
I should hope.
So yeah, the young lady kind of thinks about it for a second, going, I got another... Looks at the time. 20 minutes on my shift?
Really? I must have the best timing in the world.
Why is that?
Did you say what the band was playing at the club?
We'll get to that in a moment if you're finally ready. Not that I objected anyway to talking.
No, we're giving you more time to read the book, Douglas.
Yeah, I'm role-playing and I'm trying to flirt, so I was going to offer to get her into the show.
Yeah, it's a popular band. It's someone that any young person would want.
Is it Maria Mercurial?
I will tell you as soon as I've got the document open because I'm just in the middle of restarting.
Hey, Volk. Roll a memory test.
And Discord was the first app to restart.
Well, And the place was called, what was it again?
Underworld 93.
Underground. Yeah, there you go.
I think a memory test is intuition plus logic.
Yeah.
Okay. And just make something up. I don't know.
I'm going to see the show tonight at Underground. Thought you might want to come along. I have some friends. I'm pretty sure we could get in the back.
Yeah, it is. Actually, believe it or not, it is Mercurial. She's doing an unannounced concert, but you'll find that out when you go to the building.
Well, okay, so pretty much just state we're going to Underworld 93. I heard there's going to be a good band playing tonight. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
She just puts her hand on her cheek going, "Oh my, really? That would actually be pretty fun." Volk. You recognize this girl.
Uh-oh.
Her dad's Lone Star.
Do I be a bro and tell him, or do I not?
I mean, you did wake up in her bed this morning.
Yeah.
And before anyone gets on my case, she's legal, so fuck off.
Volk, what's your charisma?
Lone Star, she's always illegal.
My charisma is 2.
So I'm literally almost 6 times as attractive as you are. I'm pretty sure I got this one in the bag.
Yeah, but you're a flowery elf. I'm a real man.
Hey, Flashback.
Yeah.
If you want, you could do a matrix search. You know, in your stone giggly self, you're gonna look at the girl and be like, I wonder what her matrix signature is.
Since I do have friends in the force, would she have been around at some events or?
One sec though, before I get to that.
No problem.
What was that, Flashback?
Sure, I'll look her up.
Yeah. You're just like, I wonder what her matrix signature is, and then your face goes deadpan. Like, completely deadpan.
Oh, okay.
Noticeable to the point where Volk, Wayon, and Chaos kind of look at you as if, and wondering why the fuck it is that you just suddenly look like you had a stroke.
So, I'm taking it like I can find her social media pages and basically see who she's related to.
No, you find her Pornhub page.
Nice. Okay.
Squirrel, and yes, you have seen her at events. Not like the guy's not really that high up or anything like that, but he does get invited to the policeman's balls. You know, even though they don't have balls, but we're not going there. And Flashback. A little funny thing. You notice that a lot of her videos are secret camera voyeurism videos of her bedroom.
Oh, really?
Yep. You look at the newest video.
Is there a recent upload?
Yes. Just maybe 7, 8 a.m. So it's been a few hours. And you kind of recognize that hairstyle. And the tattoo. and the smiling disposition.
So while Squirrel is in mid-woo there, I'm going to send him a link to that video with the caption, "Going where every man has gone before."
Do you send it to Volk?
Sure. Yeah, I'll send that over there too.
Volk, you get a ping. It's a Pornhub video. Squirrel.
Volk's version has a caption. Hey, look, you're a star.
Squirrel. You get a bing. It's a Pornhub link.
You're Jim's girl, aren't you?
She's like, oh, you know my father.
Yeah, I'm friends with Luke Winston, if you know him.
Oh yeah, isn't he my dad's boss's boss?
Oh God, no. He's on the street level, although he might be your father's supervisor.
Okay.
But I have to say I'm a big fan of your work.
She's like, my work?
Oh dear.
Well, you know, your night job.
Now she's getting kind of nervous and fidgety.
The night job she doesn't know she has.
No, she knows.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to tell your father or any of that nonsense. Just saying, I'm a fan of your work. And I'd like to take you to the show tonight.
Volk,
Huh.
your face does not show up.
Oh.
You're pretty well at keeping the girl on the bottom. And the angle does not show your face. Though I would get that mole checked out on your ass if I were you.
I don't have a mole on my ass.
Then who the fuck is that?
There's nothing wrong with an Eiffel Tower or two.
Voice?
So, yeah, she's like, you won't tell my dad?
God, no. I'm what you might call a libertarian.
What's that mean?
But,
It
Well,
means it's language how he puts it in.
but I'll send her a link to my page.
Oh god, you have a Pornhub page. Wait, why am I surprised? She seems rather...
I mostly do group work, but I enjoy a good solo event now and again.
You mean a duet?
I meant one-on-one, but yeah.
Wouldn't a solo work be,
Yes.
Oh boy. So yes, indeed. You guys exchange Pornhub profiles. Congratulations, you have a friend on Pornhub. That's weird.
Adding to my contacts.
Eh.
Survived until 2072.
What?
I'm surprised Pornhub survived until 2072.
Well, you see, they're owned by Zeriq.
Oh.
Ooh, Dragonport.
That complicates things for me.
Don't worry, they don't care. They really when I say owned by Zeriq, I mean it's kind of like the dragon looks at the link, pushes it to the very corner of his domain, and goes, "Not gonna look at it. Not gonna look at it. Not gonna look at it. Not gonna look at it."
See, I thought he might have bought it for research into human mating practices.
He has a menagerie for that.
Touche.
He's holding out for Fire Swing.
If he wants to watch human mating rituals, he'll just get male and female that work for him and be like, "You two, fuck." And then he turns on the disco ball and the cheesy 70s porn music.
Turns down the lighting too, just to make it 70s appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll see you tonight.
She nods, kind of redder than tomato. Volk, How do you
But,
feel that you are currently on quote unquote camera?
I'm not too happy about it because I don't remember agreeing to that.
You were drunk.
But she's got your signature on the disclaimer form.
And because, criminal.
Don't worry. Again, you like, unless they specifically know you, they wouldn't know who that is. And no offense, I like you as a friend, but I'm not going to watch you on Pornhub.
I recognize that butt hair.
Wait a minute. That little dimple on his ass. I know who that is. Oh, I know the curvaceousness of that spine.
I'd know that bullet scar anywhere.
That one I would actually believe.
Oh, those hemorrhoids are very familiar.
Oh, Lord. So, congratulations. You got a girl's number. You don't really have a contact right now. She's not really a contact, but, you kind of have blackmail material on her. She could be a willing sex slave if you so ask. But, how many of those can you actually have?
Never enough.
11 charisma, if I remember the rules, is 1 per charisma.
So apparently 11.
How many do you have?
I don't think he's
At the
registered
moment,
anything yet.
But technically, even if you just have somebody's number, that's a contact 1.
If you want to buy someone as a contact, you're welcome to do it.
Yeah, if you want to buy her with karma, go ahead.
Oh, you guys actually buy contacts with karma?
Yes.
It's kind of just to make sure that we're not really screwing, like, pretty much just getting thousands of contacts we never use. We buy the ones we actually want.
All right. I mean, I'll just say I have her number then.
There you go. Flashback is currently like, you walk out of the stuffer shack after all that with the number and everything like that. You're rather happy with your stowaway. Chaos is currently doubled over in pain from laughing too much. Wayon is Wayon. Volk looks a little displeased, while Flashback is currently on the ground rolling around having a giggle fit and at the same time eating Cheetos.
Yep, sounds right.
Well, did you get a date with the porn mistress?
Oh yeah, she'll be joining us at the show tonight.
Oh, good. Are we going to be seeing your ass on there next?
If she likes. It certainly wouldn't be the first time my ass has shown up on the internet.
Yeah. Chaos lights up a Churchill and just sits back, drinking his slushy. So,
While smoking Churchill. Jesus Christ.
yeah. Those are my favorite cigars.
Right, I'm just imagining pairing that with a Slurpee.
You're just like, these two things do not go together.
Just watching is making Squirrel nauseous.
Would it make you feel any better if I instead switched it over to a Al Capone?
I mean, unless it's a green owl, it's just not appropriate.
What?
Green owl, it's like a convenience store level cigar.
Oh, those. Nah, well, Al Capone's are convenience store level cigars.
Oh, I didn't know that brand. So yes, that would, at least I wouldn't be insulted by it.
Hell, you can buy Churchill's in convenience stores around here too.
That's nice.
It's just the style. It's just like a thin, long cigar. That's what they call it. I don't know. But anyway.
Sure, but that... Oh, okay.
So we wait for her to get off work. To which she comes out, notices all of us, notices Volk, notices him sitting across from Squirrel, and
Volk just looks at her.
And she looks like she's liable to blow up at any second now.
Awkward.
Then she notices Wayon, and a thought goes through her mind, wondering if he has a vibration setting.
He has a spin cycle.
Part of my brain went to a really horrible place. Where he has a vibrating dildo attached to him. And it literally spins. That just sounds painful.
You haven't watched enough porn.
Probably not.
There's a whole genre of hooking dildos up to power tools.
Oh, God.
or full robots, actually.
I know those. I know of those. So, yeah. She...
By the way, is this like an NC-17 YouTube video? Just to be clear, if I should be holding back at all.
We are listed as mature.
All right.
Basically, if you don't like it, get the fuck out. Or little kids, please make sure mommy and daddy are not in the room when you're watching this video, and please make sure you have headphones on. Because penis.
I still think that, I think that immature would probably be a better rating for it.
But nah, if you have anything you want to say, just go ahead and bloody say it. We don't care. Unless it's really, really bad. Like, let's not talk about children, folks. You notice Douglas starts humming and whistling and looking over there. So yes. The young lady sits next to Squirrel, and she literally looks like she's about ready to blow up.
Sits next to? I'd like put her right on my lap.
Countdown initiated. 5, 4. Kidding. I did that once. Everyone started running.
Yeah.
So yes. Now we are on our way to the club. Douglas, would you like to take over now?
Sure. Why not? Okay. Yes, right. Okay, so the club, Underworld 90 doesn't really look like much from the outside. A simple ferro-concrete building that looks like it should be a warehouse machinery, not the location of a nightclub, as I said before. The only distinguishing features of the club are a simple steel sign outside with the name, and an AR display that is far more impressive, blazing the name of the club, bright neon lettering along the club's logo. Shawn steering a speedboat across the River Styx. Nice logo, I like that. At one time, this was a place to be for Seattle's Who's Who. The attraction for the place has long since faded for younger crowds who are always looking, for younger crowds who are always looking for the next big thing. But the place still retains its reputation for being the place to see some of the hottest music acts of yesterday and today. Jet Black, Shield, Crime Time, Darkvine, Blitzkrieg, and the Psychedelic Phlegm. All have graced the stage at one time or another, and tonight looks to be another big name. There is a sizable crowd outside the building with a line of people stretching around the building. A pair of intimidating troll bouncers wearing expensive tailored suits stand guard at the door, ignoring the majority of the crowd as if they simply didn't exist, only occasionally letting people into the club after one of them consults an actual paper list on a clipboard. One way to make the guest list unhackable is to write it down. An AR overlay in front of the building explains the crowd. Maria Mercurial is doing an unannounced concert at Underworld 93 tonight at 7:30. The girl that you brought, who I didn't pay attention that much to, is overwhelmed at the idea that actually this is going to be a Maria Mercurial concert, and is incredibly excited, as you would be too if you were in any way into music or girls just in general, I suppose. You know who Maria Mercurial is, everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. In that case, you're suitably impressed, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like to approach the building, or you're in a position to approach the building if you wish?
Let's see here. Did he say come through the front or the back, specifically?
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give you this because you did call the bouncer. The bouncer sends you a text to say that McAllister, who's your contact, is actually working the head of security tonight.
So, go to the front?
You could do what you like.
Well, I say Squirrel goes first because he has the contacts.
Certainly.
I just tell him to be like, yeah, tell him McAllister wants us in there, party of 6.
Sure. Evening. McAllister should have put us on the list. What's your character's name? Chaos and Company?
I need to print that on a business card. Chaos and Company.
I like it.
All the chaos you want or your money back.
Chaos Incorporated.
At the bottom of the card it states, you won't actually get your money back, you'll get a bullet. So as soon as he mentions McAllister, do we get let in?
Yeah, he just looks. So you walk up to the impressive-looking trolls, but then again, by their nature, most trolls are impressive-looking. What's most impressive about this one is he's actually wearing the suit correctly. As soon as you mention McAllister, he looks at you and says, "Where's the rest of them?"
Well, I'm
fine. No, they're all with me. Like, I'm just in the lead of the group.
Okay. Then he looks over the group and says, yeah, you're expected. Follow me. And he leads you past the scanners, which all look really quite high-tech. Go on.
So
I'm just wondering how is everyone dressed? Like, I'm in a very expensive suit made of exotic leather and whatnot.
Ace of coins.
You were supposed to dress up for this?
Yeah.
No, that's just how I dress.
Yeah, that's his battle armor.
Oh.
And pretty much I'm pretty much dressed like I am in the token there, only imagine an actual coat on right now.
And I'm dressed as a 2,000 yen personal valet bot.
He has a bow tie on, too. It's a nice little bow tie.
You know, I've been thinking about getting one of you for my apartment.
We are very good. Wayon says, smiling as the smile is fixed on his face, because his how can I put it? Humanity impersonation is very cheap on this bot. It doesn't on this bot. The face is fairly cheap. It's a 2,000 new year bot after all.
All right, everyone else?
Fairly casually. I got t-shirt, jeans, armor jacket with a hoodie. You know, that's about it.
Armor jacket, riding boots, dirty jeans, and a dark shirt.
So thinking about it like this, Squirrel, you and I are currently the best dressed.
It's a rave bar.
True.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if we look around, we're all overdressed.
Not all of it's a rave bar, but you know, it is about the music. Okay, so inside the main doors, the large lobby is packed with people chatting, posing for the press, and me feeds. You know all about me feeds, having discovered them earlier today. All gawking at the memorabilia of past music stars and present ones lining the walls. Two more well-dressed but obviously dangerous guards are dealing with a mad scanner that you have walked past. The patrons here, blah, 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 there's a coat and weapon check stand, which you probably ignored knowing you guys. Which normally you wouldn't get to ignore, but you do. Past the scanner is a long hallway where the restrooms are located, as well as one of several spiral staircases and the entrance to the main bar area. The staircases lead up to an intricate series of catwalks that run the length of the club and connect a number of balconies and booths that are attached to the walls and suspended over the stage and dance floor. There is a couple of booths reserved for you, and you are escorted to them. The bar area is manned by some bartenders. The seated area contains a large number of tables packed in as tightly as possible, which is a bit of a shame because there's only 6 of you. All the other places are filled. You can see the other booths, and they're all filled massively to capacity, over capacity, you would say. Towering over the seated area downstairs is the Beast, an enormous 10-meter high, bald and bullet-headed statue that has served as the official mascot of the Underworld 93 for over 2 decades. Lasers shoot from the statue's eyes, smoke billow up around it, and Neolux tubing runs the length of the statue, bathes it in an eerie neon glow. And holograms and AR wrap up the sculpture in glowing, flashy effects. From the belly, massive speakers blast out music. The stage itself is set in the far south wall, and huge videos display and state-of-the-art AR displays provide dizzying imagery for the Emerald Cacophony, a local synth metal band who are playing the warm-up for Mercurial. On the huge dance floor, bodies rive to the music. Everybody seems to be massively pumped. After a bit, I'm assuming that you just allow this to happen. After a bit, Emerald Cacophony finishes their set and exits to a smattering of applause. A tall man in his late 40s with a lined face, dark hair, and goatee, wearing an immaculately tailored suit, gets up on stage. He smiles out over the crowd and holds his hands up to quiet them. All right, you brain damage, rewired mutants. Here's the reason you've been sweating all over our nice, clean floor. Ladies and gentlemen, if there are any out there, and the rest of you trash as well, I present to you the one, the only, Maria Mercurial. The crowd goes wild as the lights dim, and then everyone goes quiet as the haunted sympathized notes of Mercurial's hit song, Take It to Mister, swell from the speakers. A spotlight comes on, illuminating the slender, lovely figure wearing a short dress of midnight blue. Her legs and arms gleam with polished chrome from her trademark cyber legs and arms. Her voice, I didn't know she was Thai, but her voice is as lovely as ever. And the first lines of the song wash over you. Mercurial plays a 2-hour set before wrapping up. Sufficiently engrossing that the girl even ignores you, I'm afraid, Squirrel. Several up-and-coming bands go on after her, but that's clear that, that's the main part of the evening. Sometime later, a waitress comes up and offers to escort you into the backstage area.
I nudge Squirrel, and Squirrel, what languages do you speak?
English and Spherital.
Fucking elf.
I mean, I was born in Tirnanog. I have to have that as my native.
Yeah. But, nah. Okay, so you get a text saying, get rid of the girl.
I'll send a text back. I promise to get her backstage.
She can't come into the meet with us, so get her backstage and get rid of her.
That was the plan.
Okay, good.
We'll hand you a small pistol.
Not like that.
And shrugs.
It's just Dick and Shocks.
Is it? That's what I'm willing to tell everyone. I thought it was.
Do it however you want. I follow the waitress backstage.
Follow.
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 Yellow Brick Road.
So, Squirrel, how do you do this?
So once we get backstage, I assume somebody who represents Mercurial will be around, her agent or the like.
Backstage yet? If you want backstage, you can. The waitress will lead you to the backstage area if you follow her.
Yeah, we're following.
Right.
Okay, so what the girl, I'm assuming, I'm only asking because Zeriq has said stuff. I'm not asking for any reason. I'm assuming that she's still with you.
Yes.
Okay, so the waitress leads you into the backstage area past a couple of obviously chromed bodyguards who stand guard. Whoever wrote this didn't write it very well. Near the ceiling, you find a small Japanese boy floating and translucent. Wow, obviously a manifest spirit of some kind. Security is tight, but that's not surprising considering the superstar in attendance. Somebody far, far more famous even than you. Down the hall, you can see McAllister talking with Mercurial. He smiles and nods to her, then heads towards your group. Hoi, chummers. This way, please. He motions to a door to your right.
Hold on. Does anyone have any form of knowledge skill for that? As I point to the floating translucent Japanese boy.
I mean, I can send a picture of it to. Oh wait, no, I can't. Can't take pictures. Wait, can you take pictures of spirits?
Don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, I could message somebody, but I don't know about it. Nobody in the team's magical?
No. And funnily enough, although there's any magical elements to this adventure, will be a minimal for that reason.
I mean, like, if you are really curious, I can message a friend of mine with a description, but I don't think it's anything we need to worry about.
No, I just wanted to know what it was.
So is this like a 5th edition adaptation of the 1st edition module?
This is a 4th edition. This is the first of the 4th edition seasons modules. The reason I went with that is it continues all the way into 5th edition and beyond if we decide it's any good as an adventure.
Interesting.
So the stats, effectively, there's not much difference in them, is there, between 4th and 5th?
No.
Not really.
Except for Technomancer stuff, but...
yeah, but he hasn't asked to do anything yet, so that's cool.
Yeah, no, sounds good.
Yeah, we can budget.
I don't think there's much need to fudge anything, actually. Almost everything, if I remember correctly, translates. The rules of Technomancer are completely different, but their rules are different rather than the stats being different of the stuff, as it were. So it's fine.